The amendments to the Domestic Violence Act have been approved. Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport Olivia Grange gave an update during a statement to the House of Representatives on Tuesday. During her presentation, Minister Grange addressed the issue of domestic violence. Simone Absalom has that story.
Domestic violence is a long-standing issue in the Jamaican society, but it has been in the spotlight recently following a spate of female homicides and videos showing physical altercations. Gender Minister Olivia Grange has denounced those acts of violence and says Jamaicans should speak out against domestic violence to force a change in the culture of violence and silence.
This matter of gender-based violence, intimate partner violence, family violence, domestic violence must not be spoken of in hushed tones or only at certain places. We must speak of it everywhere, at our political rallies, at our staff meetings, at our church groups, at our women's meetings, at our men's meetings, in the nook and cranny of the island, and even in this honorable house.
The gender minister says violence against a man or woman is unacceptable.
We all must be committed in this house that we will not be a part of a gender war. I urge any woman, or man for that matter, who needs help to leave a violent relationship to call us. They can call 876-553-0372. We will get to you and we will ensure that you get to a safe place.
She also announced changes in legislation to combat the issue of domestic violence. According to the Ministry of Justice, the Domestic Violence Act offers protection for victims of physical, psychological, and emotional abuse from persons they reside with or are involved with in an intimate or familial relationship. Ms. Grange told Parliament that Cabinet has given the nod for amendments to be made to the Act, including the inclusion of a definition of the term domestic violence in the Act.
The definition will make clear that domestic violence is not only physical, but also psychological, emotional, and sexual, and may occur in situations where intimate images are exposed to inflict harm on a person, among other situations.
Minister Grange says the proposed amendments will expand the category of people who will be allowed to apply for protection orders on behalf of an abused person.
We will also expand the conduct or behaviors that the court may prohibit the respondent from engaging in under a protection order. This will include a prohibition on taking possession of or damaging a property that the victim may have an interest in, as well as directing the perpetrator to pay compensation for monetary loss incurred by the victim as a direct result of conduct that amounted to domestic violence.
The penalty for breach of a protection order has also been revised.
We will increase the penalty for breach of a protection order. Madam Speaker and members, the current penalty is $10,000. We want to see the penalty move to $1 million or imprisonment for at least 1 year.
Under the amended Act, judges could also direct the perpetrator of domestic violence to relinquish firearm license, firearms, or other weapons to the police, and other orders that the court may deem appropriate. Minister Grange says these changes will go a long way in strengthening the law.